Howdy, y'all. This is Proverbs 29 in the HCSB for July 29th, 2023. One who becomes stiff-necked after many reprimands will be shattered instantly beyond recovery. When the righteous flourish, the people rejoice, but when the wicked rule, people groan. A man who loves wisdom brings joy to his father, but one who consorts with prostitutes destroys his wealth. By justice, a king brings stability to a land, but a man who demands contributions demolishes it. A man who flatters his neighbor spreads a net for his feet. An evil man is caught by sin, but the righteous one sings and rejoices. The righteous person knows the rights of the poor, but the wicked one does not understand these concerns. Mockers inflame a city, but the wise turn away anger. If a wise man goes to court with a fool, there will be ranting and raving, but no resolution. Bloodthirsty men hate an honest person, but the upright care about him. A fool gives full vent to his anger, but a wise man holds it in check. If a ruler listens to lies, all his officials will be wicked. The poor and the oppressor have this in common: the Lord gives light to the eyes of both. A king who judges the poor with fairness, his throne will be established forever. A rod of correction imparts wisdom, but a youth left to himself is a disgrace to his mother. When the wicked increase, rebellion increases, but the righteous will see their downfall. Discipline your son, it will bring you peace of mind and give you delight. Without revelation, people run wild, but one who listens to instruction will be happy. A slave cannot be disciplined by words, though he understands, he doesn't respond. Do you see a man who speaks too soon? There's more hope for a fool than for him. A slave pampered from his youth will become arrogant later on. An angry man stirs up conflict, and a hot-tempered man increases rebellion. A person's pride will humble him, but a humble spirit will gain honor. To be a thief's partner is to hate oneself. He hears the curse, but will not testify. The fear of man is a snare, but the one who trusts in the Lord is protected. Many seek a ruler's favor, but a man receives justice from the Lord. An unjust man is detestable to the righteous, and one whose way of upright is detestable to the wicked. A master of rage in 22. That's interesting. An angry man stirs up conflict, and a master of rage increases his rebellion. I don't want to condemn myself, but man. I was reading the footnotes. Hebrew word for contributions usually refers to offerings in worship. So you've got, a ruler that's demanding people worship him and bring contributions. And it says that person demolishes it, because it makes everybody hate him. People don't want to worship this guy, and they certainly don't want to give him more money than they already do. But justice brings stability to a land. In the first verse, one who, basically won't listen. You try to tell him. Did I tell you were going to fall and hurt yourself? That's what it says. That they'll be shattered instantly beyond recovery. Sometimes you mess up so bad you can't even come back from it. A man who loves wisdom brings joy to his father, but one who consorts with prostitutes destroys his wealth. Well, don't have wealth. Not destroying it in that way. And I think I've proven I'm often after wisdom, so hopefully I'm doing my dad proud. Just like we said about walking in the light, the righteous don't fear, but the wicked are running when nobody's chasing them. Evil man's caught by sin, but the righteous one sings and rejoices. You ain't got a care in the world if you're not having to keep up with lies and issues you've caused. I feel like I'm lucky where I'm at. We don't have the craziness of some of the other bigger cities that mockers inflame the city, but the wise turn away anger. Coming back to a fool gives full vent to his anger, but a wise man holds it back. Anger. Number F, let's say. Spirit. So a fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man holds it in check. You don't need to share what you're feeling. Feel your feelings. Keep them yourself. It says down here too about the person that speaks too soon. Yeah, the Lord is sovereign. He'll judge us both. The poor and the oppressor have this in common. He gives them both sight, or doesn't, and that's not for us to debate or judge. Yeah, two things about discipline your son, but just above there, where is it? The rod of correction imparts wisdom, but a youth left to himself a disgrace to his mother. Looking at the statistics of fatherless households and the number of kids that are going to end up in jail or a casket can attest to this. Moms can hold a high standard, but it's often the dad that sets the tone, holds the rod of measurement for which the boys are judging themselves. And if you discipline your son, it'll give you peace of mind and give you delight. The slave cannot be disciplined by words. Though he understands, he doesn't respond. How many jobs have you had where it's like you get told something, it's just like, okay, yeah, whatever. Not right, but validating. Do you see a man who speaks too soon? There's more hope for a fool than for him. Because if you keep your trap shut, you can learn and you can not be a fool anymore. But if you feel like you got to run your mouth, you're going to misspeak, you're going to say the wrong thing, you're going to speak out of turn, you're going to annoy people for always being the one to speak. There's always that one person that's like, I need to ask a question just to hear myself talk so everybody else can hear me. I don't want to be a hot-tempered man. I'm trying really hard to temper myself and to bring it back, and my wife recently said to my parents that I've come a long way. I don't know that it feels that way. Sometimes I can see it in my response, Take a big breath, and instead of yelling coming out, just another big breath after, and some thought about what I'm going to say next. So, hopefully I'll continue to get a little better every day, just like the motto, right? An unjust man is detestable to the righteous, and one whose way is upright is detestable to the wicked. They know us when they see us, and we know them when they see them. It's like the they live classes, right? You can't unsee. When you can truly see evil for what it is, you can't look away, and you can't unsee it. And you see it everywhere. And I'm sure we stick out like a sore thumb for being weird and doing what we see as the right thing and treating people correctly, and I'm sure we're unconscionable and, to be despised for that reason. All right. Not a whole lot else that I'd like to say at this point. I hate to go verse by verse just to do it. I usually shoot from the hip and speak from the heart, just whatever's impressing on me at the time. Just looking at this one, many seek a ruler's favor, but man receives justice from the Lord. Live right, be at peace with all people as much as possible. Say your prayers. That's all you can do. On that note, I'm pretty beat. I don't know how much driving I can stomach tonight, so let's go and reassess. But go with God. Be blessed. Have a great weekend. Get yourself in church tomorrow, or join us online at apex.church, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Have a great day.